One, two, three, four. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. La 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 la. This is your microphone right here, right? You got it? One, two, three. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hello, hello, hello. Mic check, mic check. Hello, hello, hello. Mic check, mic check. 1, 2, 1, 2. Good? No?
Yeah, you can. Yeah, we can leave it on there. It's that for some reason this transmitter doesn't.
Hello, 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 hello. Is it no?
Something's going on here.
Is this your first time using it for the live?
No.
Sometimes works.
So weird. Go up here. Wow.
Yeah, come on, ladies. Faith, you over here. Bill, you somewhere over here. Okay. Jason, where's your line?
I might put them there. Trying to see if it works.
Salt plank. Chiefs. I need both chiefs don't need to be on the same side. Balance it out. All right, ladies, come on closer right here by Faith. You can line up right here behind Faith. Mhm. All right. Everybody's in position. All right.
You can't be back there. They can't even see you.
You guys ready? Media, you ready? Everybody's ready? Everybody except for Jason, huh?
Just making sure your volume's up.
I'm good, Jason. It's good.
All right.
It works. All right. Good afternoon, everyone. And thank you guys for coming here to be able to get through this public safety briefing and community call to action. We're here today in a glorious day under God's watchful eye here in the city of Flint. We've been having some fantastic events throughout our city through the Safe and Clean Summer initiative. And that's why we put it forward very early on at the beginning of the summer. A safe and clean summer is what our goals have been. Unfortunately, we had some setbacks. Last week was a very, very busy weekend. Though we've had great weekends with our rodeo, with our fairs in downtown, with our Gus Macker, and even tonight with stars under the stars behind City Hall. We have these great positive engagements through our community, and we want to continue that work. But now it's a call to action for the public. We stand here in our Clio Road mini station in our center here, right here on Pearson and Clio Road, speaking to the hearts and minds of those positive engagers and those thinkers in our community of like-minded individuals. Here with us today is our fire chief and also our police chief to speak to the issues and how we're going to move forward and how we can accommodate each other every single day. But definitely, when we talk about role models in our community and making sure that we have a role model for our young people to be able to have someone to see, someone to emulate, we have to put positive imaging out there, whether it be from city council or city hall or the White House or our state house or even our pulpits. We have to be able to engage in a level of partnership that's going to prosper our whole community. Right here, we have several interns from the city of Flint that's currently working in the city of Flint right now, that's talking about those positive engagements and learning how to pass on positive peer pressure. But people want to know about how we're engaging some of this level of criminal activity in which we see all the time. Those that were doing and engage in nefarious activities, that is not the norm. That is not the norm. As we look at our nation, we look at the level and number of mass shootings in America. They have more mass shootings in America than they have days in this year. We see things happening all across the country, but we have to provide a remedy for that. And a remedy is speaking together and speaking a level of positivity. In the city of Flint, we have declared a gun violence emergency in 2021, and we have reaped the benefits from that, taking more than 10,000 weapons off the street, even destroying 68 weapons as this week has passed, getting them out of the hands of those who engage in nefarious activity. But definitely, we cannot be everywhere at all times, but we need the community's help. And this is a call to action for the community, whether it's faith-based education, philanthropic, business, municipal, wherever you are, we have a role and a part to play in making sure our society is moving forward. Now, I want to bring up the police chief to talk about all the extra elements that we're going to be engaging in to make sure that we have prosperous weekends, much like we've seen. As I enumerated some of the things that we have had in the city, sold out events, great events for family and people to gather and have great things, even things happening this weekend. We are engaging in more activities. The chief says we have drivers of crime throughout our community, and you see these pop-up parties and these different things, or people drag racing. Make the phone call into our active tip line. Make sure that you are part of the positive progression that we're making in our city. And I focus on the word "our." I want to bring up the police chief right now to talk about some of the extra things that we're doing and how you can participate in the level of help that we need. Chief Green.
Thanks, Mayor. So what we're going to continue to do is
what we refer to as hot spot policing. These large gathering locations is going to be a zero tolerance. We're going to break them up. If you're driving without a license, if you driving an unregistered vehicle, anything you're doing to disrupt the peace of people that's trying to, sleep, disturbing the peace, we're going to react accordingly. It appears that some groups are going to they want to be stubborn about not having these pop-up parties. Well, the police department are going to be just as much stubborn as they are. And it's going to be a zero tolerance. One thing we need to do, as the mayor touched on, the police department can't do this alone. We're going to do our job. We're not going to make excuses, staffing, things of that nature. We're going to do our job the best of our abilities. But we need a community. We need to partner with the community. My whole message is a partnership with the community. Without the community, building that community trust, bridging the gap between the police department and the community, no one's going to be successful. So that's our number one goal. We want the community to call us, give us tips. Any concerns you have, call my office. As they do on a daily basis. That's not a problem, but we want a strong partnership with the community. Thanks.
As we engage this, we have to recognize where we are in society. We have these cell phones and media and different things that's going to promote, the hostile engagement amongst one another. Mental illness is a real problem, and it's real in our reality. As a compassionate community, as a compassionate administration, we have a soft spot for those individuals that have mental illnesses, and that we have to get them help, because shooting somebody is a sickness. It's a mental illness to be able to try to take someone's life. We have to be able to touch on those people that's going through those crises. Here at this center, we have resources, and especially we want to make sure that we reach out to those in every sector of our community, those that would cause harm and havoc in our communities, that's not moving in a normal fashion. We have to be aware of that. We cannot have that level of promotion through our community. We have to push back against those dominant tendencies that one may have when they have mental illnesses. But definitely we can speak to that. We have resources available here in the city of Flint to be able to push that back, and it will help reduce the level of hostility in our community. Here is our mental health awareness weeks we have here. Also, of our division of health is Sheba Ward, and she's here to speak to a little bit of that and some of the resources we have.
One of the efforts of the city has always been to address all health concerns with the residents. And for the past few months, we have here at the Cloud Road had a nurse practitioner on site to provide services and free assessments for all city residents. You have 2 more weeks to show up here on Wednesday, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. It is free of charge. You can connect with her. She'll also do a behavioral health assessment with you, go over medication reconciliation, take your blood pressure, and whatever needs you may have. And if you need further assistance, she's able to make referrals on your behalf. You can come into the center here on Cloud Road, also get your water system filtrations and other community resources. We want to do our part as the Office of Public Health for the city. So if you can't come in, you can always call our information desk Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. The number is 810-410-2020. We will connect you with resources such as GHS, who does great assessments and help in that behavioral health aspect, and also the Hurley Trauma Recovery Center. You can also reach out to them if you're a victim of any type of crime, gun violence. Even if you were not a part of it, but if you're around it, you may be suffering some effects of it. So you can reach the Hurley Trauma Center at 810-262-7340. If you are in crisis, behavioral health needs, something is going on. As they say, maybe you want to spaz out. GHS has a 24-hour crisis line, and you can call that number at 810-257-3740. Here at the city, we are committed to making it safe, but we're also committed to addressing the issues that you have as a resident, connecting you with resources that you need so that you can live healthy and safe here in the city.
Before you step away, say and spell your name for us, please.
Shebra, Shebra, Ward, Ward, Public Health Manager.
You know, as public safety and making sure that we have this community awareness, we have to recognize all of those things that are facing this community as an impediment. Drug addiction is real. We believe that drug addiction is a disease. In the past, we used to hand out jail sentencing, more enforcement. But I believe that drug addiction is a disease. We have to be able to fight back and provide more levels of treatment for those that's going through the course of that disease. We need to refer back to our public health programs and also use city resources. When we know that drug addiction is a disease, we have to be able to make sure that people get to the level of treatment that they need. One of the things and the data points that we looked at inside the city of Flint, the level of overdoses in this community was very, very high, which prompted a level of engagement that we had to have. And that's why we put 4 ambulances into service right here in the city of Flint. We provide Narcan kits and also training for those individuals that may want to have that on hand in case they are having experience with an overdose, or the family member could be going through an overdose, or we need to save a life to get them to treatment. But over that level of service, we have firefighters each and every day reaching out, not only to extinguish fires, but they also preserve life, giving free smoke detectors and carbon monoxide detectors, making sure that we can have the preventative measures to be able to save lives. Under that watchful eye of Chief Theron Wiggins, we have our ambulance services, free smoke detectors, free carbon monoxide detectors. And this goes to our public health and our public safety programs. And that's why we're doing so very, very well inside the city of Flint. We will not deter our focus. We will not get bogged down by the noise, but we will continue to put these programs forward that we're being recognized across the state. And many of us of like thinking understands the benefit of that. But now I turn it over to Chief Theron Wiggins.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Hello, everybody. Theron Wiggins, Theron Wiggins. Yes, we respond to ambulances. Our ambulances started in the city of Flint in October. Since then, we have ran about 3,900 ambulance calls. Keep in mind, as the mayor said about the opioid poisoning, we run about 9 to 10 calls a day for opioid poisoning. And it's quite an epidemic here in Flint. Every day, 9 to 10 people with opioid poisoning. We get there, we do our scene assessment of the patient, and then we have to administer Narcan to that patient to try to sustain their lives. We also have partnered with a peer overdose response team who bring and donate Narcan to the city of Flint in abundance. So we're doing as well for that. I wanted to also thank the mayor for the ambulance program, because even in the fiasco a week ago of the shootings, our ambulances were dispatched to those scenes to deal with the people of the city of Flint. Thank you, Mayor.
Now, throughout all this, we have to remember what our focus is, where our focus is. And we have to make sure that we produce a productive, safe community for all of us to live. But also, our greatest investments are made with our children. We all love our children, and we have a duty and responsibility to them as the adults and responsible ones. We have to pass it on in a productive way. You know, we have started the Mayor's Youth Council. We have several youth working throughout the city of Flint, about 100 or more, putting them on the correct trajectory, but definitely making sure we give them a skill set to be able to make sure they can move forward, teaching them de-escalation skills, making sure they know how to mediate amongst one another, creating these core groups of positive peer pressure in our group and our society. We cannot let the failures of the past, the failures of those meetings that people are witnessing, where we see chaos erupts, or those individuals that may be in social media promoting bad things. We know that there's a heaven, but we also recognize that there's a hell. Where are we going to deliver our families and our children to? And yes, I am a faith-believing mayor, and I won't separate myself from that. But also with that, we have young people engaged, spending hundreds of thousands of dollars to their productive engagement with society, making sure that they're going to be a productive member of society. Leading some of that effort in our CVI, PI programs is Michelle Scott and also others. And I wanted Latrice, come on up. I wanted to be able to bring you up to be able to talk a little bit about our program and some of the things that we're doing in school with our positive engagement programs as we move forward.
So as the mayor stated, we do have a community violence intervention program at the city of Flint where we focus on reducing community violence within the city. Right now, we do have our we have our youth violence program with the Mayor's Youth Council, as well as the peer mediation program in partnership with 5 different Flint community schools. And if you want to be engaged, you can reach us at 810-410-2020.
And I would have said her name, Latrice Brown, but I don't know how to spell it. You want to spell your name for her?
Latrese, last name Brown, Brown.
And with all the levels of investment and time that we put into this, you know, there are very proud moments that we have in our city. Starting our Mayor's Youth Council, we come across many great young people. Leading some of that effort, I saved for last, but not least, our very, very wonderful person that's over our Mayor's Youth Council, which is a graduate from the Flint Powers this year that has galvanized other students, and you'll hear from them as well. I want to be able to introduce you to Faith Jr.
Thank you, Mayor. Good afternoon. My name is Faith Jr., FaithJunior. I'm a proud freshman at Saginaw Valley State University and a proud graduate of my alma mater, Powers Catholic High School. This summer, Flint has come alive. From the Gus Macker Tournament to the 4th of July Fair, we've seen our city filled with fun, pride, and community. But it's not just about the events, it's about the energy that we bring and the leaders that we are becoming. The Mayor's Youth Council is a place where young people like me and like many of you can be a part of change. Not just waiting for the future, but making the future, because we are the future. So celebrate this season. Let's also commit to a safe summer. Let's look out for each other. Let's continue community, and let's continue to be Flint strong. Thank you.
With that, I want to also introduce some of our interns inside of City Hall under the watchful eye of the City Council President, Dr. Liddell Lewis, and also the City Council Vice President, Candace Machette. And I'll leave it to one of you who's going to be the spokesperson.
Hi, my name is Jamaica Rose Guy. I'm an intern with Mayor Neely's summer job initiative. I care about public safety because I live in Flint. Other kids and adults live here too. So we should just make sure to take care of each other. And if we see any danger, to spot it and tell somebody. Thank you. Oh, excuse me, sorry. Hi, my name is Jamornique Guy. To start, I would just like to mention my grandmother, Sarah Guy. I don't know if many of you watching know this, but she grew up in Flint, actually. And she watched a lot of stuff happen, a lot of crime, a lot of people who needed help didn't get the resources. She was one of those people. And I watched her help countless of people. And what Mayor Neely is doing is actually benefiting me. I'm actually an intern because of his summer initiative. And that is actually just something that's helping me a lot. You know, as a Black girl, I'm 16. A lot goes on in Flint that, you know, a lot of people don't talk about because we're afraid to. A lot of my peers, they don't know what to say. They don't know how to tell somebody when, you know, they go through something and they don't feel like they have the resources. Well, we have them now. I'm standing here because I have the resources, because people like Mayor Neely has helped me. Yeah. Thank you. Oh, JAMORANIQUE. Thank you. Yeah. JAMAICA capital ROSE Guy, GUY.
Hi, I'm Anaya Clayton. I'm an intern from the
Flint City, Flint Hall for the city. I think that the public safety is important because I live here too, and I think that everything that surrounds us should be important. And I would like to encourage my peers to be more positive and look around their surroundings. Thank you. Oh, an ANIYACLAYTON.
Now, with that said, we all got to understand what we're fighting for each and every day. We're fighting for our young people, and that's why we're so engaged. We will maintain our focus with Chief Terrence Green, Chief Darren Wiggins, and all of the staff of the city of Flint. We will continue to move forward, continue to engage, and make sure that those that will engage you with negative conversation, negative talk, don't fall for it. City of Flint is doing well. We are doing well, and being proactive is the best response to anything that you can ever do. So making sure that we're doing those great things in the front and fighting for our young people and our children is the best thing that you can ever do. The chief and those guys will respond. And one final word to those individuals that's doing crime or has done crime. We are coming for you. We will get you, and you will be appropriately adjudicated through the criminal system. Those that are racing cars, as we have done already, we have captured 4 cars for drag racing, drifting, or whatever you may do. They are for auction. We will hold you accountable, but definitely we need to fight in a positive way for our young people, and we're calling on all for a collective positive impact in our community. With that, we'll open it up for questions. Channel 5, I know you got questions. You made everybody spell all the names.
I won't spell a name like that. Question again.
All right. Flint Beat. Morgan.
Have there been, what are the most recent developments with the ongoing investigation of the actions on the 27th?
See if you want me to take it or you got it.
So currently, we're waiting on conditions for those that are initially listed in critical condition. Of course, you know, we had fatalities. We are seeking arrest warrants on those individuals that were involved in the shooting. We continue to try to identify everyone that was involved. There was multiple individuals, and I'm speaking of the area of Pasadena Industrial, Carlton Industrial. The shooting that occurred at 630 West Stewart, that's solved already. That was domestic in nature. But all of our efforts are going towards Pasadena and Industrial, Carlton and Industrial. We have suspects for the Carlton and Industrial incident. We will be seeking arrest warrants for that individual involved. So it's an ongoing investigation. It's very fluid still, and it's complex due to the fact there were 3 different crime scenes near Pasadena and Industrial. So it's still ongoing. I haven't received an update as of yet today. I'll probably get that when I return to the office.
25.
What resources are you guys using to identify those hotspots, the crime hotspots?
So we have a real-time crime center staffed by analysts. We use data gathered, it's data-driven and evidence-oriented. So we use the data. And some of that data could be citizens calling in and say, hey, they're drag racing, they're drifting at James P. Cole in Hamilton. Wee hours of the morning, Pasadena Industrial. There's large gatherings there disturbing the peace. So we use this data and then we deploy our resources according to the data. So and it's been very effective. Once we deploy in those areas, we define as hotspot policing. we've seen a reduction, a significant reduction in the activity there. Only the downside of that, we shut down one location, they moved to another. So that's why I say we heavily rely on information from the community, and that information can be done by just making a phone call.
So with that, those are needing services, medical services, mental health services, addiction services, please call. We can get you to the resources in which you need. Those who are needing smoke detectors, carbon monoxide detectors, please give us a call. We can make arrangements to be able to help you, protect you and your family. Those that are in the know of information for these pop-up parties or whatever, let us know. We will engage it, but definitely focus in on the positive, focus in on these young people that wants to stand behind me and know that we're fighting for the greater good of all of us. Let's come together. Let's be positive in our engagement, and we are Flint Strong. Thank you.
I'm proud of y'all. When you see the application, y'all join the fight.